Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Let's see what a dusty do. Nicholas Shaw. Why you on the screen, Nicholas? What you do, Nicholas? Look at Nicholas. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, something. Okay, so there's something's wrong with this ear. Okay, it's larger than the other. And okay. Thought it was a lie. Well, anyway, Nicholas, that ear ain't no is no excuse. Nicholas, why are you on the screen? What did you allegedly do? Ladies, I'm gonna say it one more time. Sometimes when you see, especially given crimes against women, when you see that maybe things aren't going right and you have expectations of the man, might want to sometimes slow down on the family aspect of it, because children are a responsibility. Life is hard, okay? And I'm here to tell you, not making an excuse. Sometimes you're like, you gotta do something, okay? Nicholas, do something about whatever the deal is. Yo, these dust buckets, they are very emotional. They come in all nationalities, all shapes and sizes. There's an old Dusty. He shot and killed somebody at the clerk station. We'll get to him this morning, hopefully. Um, but these dust buckets are very, very emotional. Okay, they get in their feelings. You want to go ahead and discuss maybe a serious situation. It may not end well. So, yo, check it out. Nicholas Shaw, why is he on the screen? Yo, let's get to it. Fair use, people. Check it.
Tiffany, that's right. I did speak with some of the neighbors in the area, and they tell me they didn't want to go on camera. But when I showed them a picture of Nicholas Shaw, they said they recognize him, but don't know much about him. We tried knocking on 29-year-old Nicholas Shaw's door to see if anybody was home, but no answer. The Stewart man faces multiple charges, including 3 counts of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. The Volusia County Sheriff's Office releasing this video at the time of the arrest.
With these rights in mind, do you wish to speak with me right now? I'll speak with you, just trying to let you know what happened. So you're affirming with these rights in mind, you're going to talk with me? Yeah.
Deputies say Shaw was driving home to Stewart Thursday afternoon with his girlfriend and 3 children.
Oh, wow.
They were in an argument when they stopped at a gas station in D-Land. Investigators say the woman was holding her 3-year-old daughter while her 10-year-old daughter stood next to her, and their son was in the car.
They were trying to get the little boy out of the car, and I guess the father didn't want the little boy to get out of the car. So he literally started up the car and was driving and made all of them fall out of the car. They proceeded to try to skirt off and ran the baby's leg over.
Volusia County deputies say Shaw deliberately reversed the car, knocked them to the ground, and ran the 3-year-old over. He then took his son, left the gas station, but soon came back. That's when he was arrested.
He literally drove over another human being on the front of this, and I don't even know that person is alive. So there's going to be no bond for now.
Dang.
And Shaw is currently being held at the Volusia County Jail. As for the mother and her children, they are being treated for their injuries. Officials say they are non-life-threatening.
I'm gonna go back really quick. This is oh man. So this man right here. There's a different story. I've seen his story. Look, I call it the way I see it. Oh, he look crazy. You belong in there. This one don't belong in there. Oh, I saw his story. That's some bull crap, Florida. Stand your ground. He doesn't belong in there. The stand your ground is not working for the folks dipped in brown. That's bull. I call bull crap on his story. That's the daughter's boyfriend. I just gonna digress. The daughter's boyfriend showed up, and the daughter's boyfriend pulled the same punch. He been harassing the girl, and I think they're trying to maybe use like his daughter's phone call against him, because the daughter's like, oh, they get into arguing. So I'm like, man, I gotta do a video on that because I think they're gonna use his daughter's phone call. They got him in there without bail, so he pulled a gun. The fool came up in there again, somebody on my property, punch me, and I got my little knife. See what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna put it down and go toe to toe with you. I'm not, I'm not a large person. Even if I was, I'm not I'm not gonna be doing that. We're gonna see if you can hold these. We're gonna see if you can hold this clip. Cause my choice would be to enter up in your behind. You're not finna start punching me like that, and I got mine on me, sweetie. No, it's protection. Not gonna be sitting up with you, rolling down the street. Oh, we're gonna do a 1-2. I shoot. Hopefully, you go to the ground. If I have to protect myself, so this man does not belong in there. That's a bunch of bull crap. I'm saying that way. No, I gotta call bull crap on his story. So he was, I think he was protecting his family. The boyfriend showed up and harassing the daughter. Then the boyfriend, they were yelling, and the boyfriend threw the punch, and he got. He came to their house and pulled that stunt. So while they had this black man in here without bond, I call bull crap. And this must be because this is the same little attorney that he had. So yeah, this right here, he doesn't belong in it. This is a whole bunch of bull crap. Anyway, this dude right here, it sounds like to me he can't take the pressure. This is crazy. And I don't believe, given what they said he did, driving like that, I doubt if it's the first time this has happened. Okay? It's probably the first time. I doubt the first time that he's committed an act of violence. It's probably the first time this scene in particular where they fill out the car and he runs over them. It's probably the first time maybe that's been happening in front of witnesses in a public place. But for him to do that, just like that, no, they've been going through. He and Lil Becky probably been going through. This is what Dusties do. They're highly emotional. Man come out of a bag, act irrational at any time. She's got 3 kids by him. Wouldn't be surprised she's sitting up here trying to get the bail money for him. Would not be surprised at all. I can't leave Jock Nicholas in there. I love him. He just had a bad day. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Because that's what Dustinas do. That's what Dustinas do. Intentionally ran over family. I hate this. A person does that. Girl, he doesn't want that family. He wants the partners to enjoy and create the family. He's probably seeing the responsibility. Man, I got to keep on going to work every day, man. When I'm going to have some money, go out and get some beers with my buddies and in my truck. That's what I'm talking about. Man, all these bills going upside my head, kidney, diapers and food and clothes and all that stuff. Man, I didn't sign up for this program. Yes, you did. You signed up for it when you got the woman pregnant. So Dusty, that's one thing they have in common. They're very fragile, highly emotional. They like responsibility. So when you put them into a responsibility situation and a family, a baby sure can do it. Oh, if you notice, that's when a whole lot of danger pops out. A whole lot of danger pops out. Somebody might get shot, get worse. Now we have another Dusty Dan. This right here is like, it's a sad story. This one right here, Alex Rupp. Alex, why you on the screen, Alex? Why is Alex on the screen? Listen to this story. Another Dusty Dan, dust bucket breaking news. Husband charged with killing pregnant wife. Listen to this story. Dude, how did you see this was going to fly? Check it out. And hear what they said. He thought the wife was an intruder. Okay. Alex, I'm going to have to give you an F because your story just ain't adding up, son. Check it out, people. Fair use.
Shot his pregnant wife to death is now charged with manslaughter. Directly after that fatal shooting more than a year ago, Alex Rupp claimed he thought his wife was an intruder. Our Angela Rozier joins us live from the Martin County Sheriff's Office with why investigators decided to charge him now. Ange?
Well, Todd, I talked to investigators here at the Martin County Sheriff's Office, and they say from day one, they treated this case like a homicide. But they say after months of investigating, they determined that this was an accident. Now, they discussed the case with the state attorney's office, and they agreed that manslaughter was the appropriate charge. When Martin County Sheriff deputies pulled up to this home in Port Salerno November 4th of 2020, they found Alex Rupp outside with his son in his arms. Rupp told deputies he thought his pregnant wife was an intruder and he accidentally shot and killed her.
He believed that the dog that was laying beside him in bed was his wife, he says. Went to his nightstand, retrieved a firearm, chambered around in the firearm, aimed the firearm, and then pulled the trigger, which resulted in the killing of his wife.
Detectives learned during their investigation Rupp was a hunter.
We believed that while he may have thought there was an intruder, there was enough steps in there where he should have taken a moment of pause and actually identified his target definitively prior to pulling the trigger.
His wife was 6 months pregnant at the time of the shooting. At first, doctors were able to save the baby. However, despite intensive medical care, the baby passed away.
It's a lesson for all of us. You never, whether you're hunting or whether you're defending yourself, you never shoot at something that you haven't positively identified. And that's what he did in this case. He's a hunter. So he knows those rules, but he still got out of bed in the middle of the night, worked his way to his gun, and then fired at a figure, a shadow that was coming into his room.
And officials here say that they still are in contact with the family in this case. They also say this is a sad case and can only imagine what they're.
I'm just not.
When Martin County Sheriff deputies pulled up to this home in Port Salerno November 4th, 2020, they found Alex Rupp outside with his son in his arms. Rupp told deputies he thought his pregnant wife was an intruder and he accidentally shot and killed her.
He believed that the dog that was laying beside him in bed.
I want to know, do y'all believe it? Because I don't. I just don't. So you thought the dog that was laying beside you in bed was your wife. And you saw a shadow. You didn't say anything? More than likely, when you're especially having a weapon, you're going to check and make sure the person beside you is okay. You know, you might say, hey, stay here. But he just got up. I'm not buying it. Alex, I'm not buying it. And he shot at a figure. You don't know your wife's statue? That's why I'm not buying it. You didn't identify yourself. You didn't say anything. So you saw a shadow come into your room. As if people don't get up in the night. So when you went to bed, you didn't know it was you, your wife, and the dog in the bed. I'm not buying it. I'm really and truly not buying it. My opinion, you already have a son. She's pregnant. She might be going through changes. You know, women understand they get more emotional, things of that nature. That's a lie. That's why I don't understand people have all these kids by these dust buckets. You think women 6 months pregnant do not get up in the night to go to the bathroom? Baby bouncing on the bladder. He or she don't care what time it is. I understand those kids can be pushing on your bladder or something, making you go. Oh, you didn't know that? Fool, you already have a son. You should know how it goes. I think it's Dusty Dan. Dusty Dan, do you have an anger problem? Because none of this makes any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. Normally, you're going to get up with a gun like that. You're going to make sure that you pat the person beside you. That's just how I think. You're not just going to get up and just start shooting, start capping. And you see a figure. You don't know what the figure looked like, the shape of her head, her height? We've heard this before. And this seems to be a move Dusty Dan likes to pull. I did a video. I think a brother tried to, well, not a brother to me, but I think Lil Chocolate dropped out the same thing. This seems to be a good move they like to pull. I thought it was an intruder. Oh, no. I didn't know it was you. Really? So I'm not buying it. I do buy Dust Bucket. And now you think about it. Again, can't control your emotion. Let's say it's anger. And again, just my point of view. Now you think about it. Was it really worth it? This fool here. So now your little house, you can pretty much kiss that bye-bye. I did see, look kind of right. Oh, I see you got a 4Runner, bruh. Huh. This one might be paid for. They might have to sell that for the legal fees. Wonder if he gonna put that on Craigslist. And oh, you got your big boy truck here with the lift on it. So you had your little world. You had your little comfortable, cute world set up, didn't you? Had your little manicured lawn. Say goodbye to your house. Say goodbye to your life. Wife gone, baby gone. Now you going away. Was it worth it? Dusties don't think. They just do. In my feelings, I'm mad. I really think they don't think they just do. So would you rather be in your home, kind of a ranch style home, got your lawn manicured, you got your 2 vehicles here? Would you rather be here or in prison? I'm gonna take A. I'd rather be in the home than prison. So you think you're mad? Be mad at yourself. You've walked away from your entire life. Wife in the ground, baby in the ground, and maybe that's what he wanted. I don't know, but you've walked away from your entire life. Johnny Taylor already told you when I was a kid. They were saying it's cheaper to keep her. Anger. This fool right here, boyfriend, and she got 3 kids. Oh, Dusty Dan, don't forget what they are. That's what they do too. They're very good at making you a baby mama. Dusty Dan, look at this. Nicholas Shaw, 3 kids, intentionally ran over the family. Is it worth it? Dusty Dan, if they got you locked up, how are you going to work today? How, Dusty Dan? How are you going to work today? You might lose your job, but don't worry about you find another one. Was it worth it? Dusties don't think, they just do. What he should have done when people they find themselves emotional, just stop and walk away by yourself. I don't care if the person, stop, breathe, walk away. Be by yourself. Because chances are, if you're by yourself, I don't care what it takes you by yourself, you're more than likely not going to hurt anyone else because they're not around. Give yourself a moment to calm the hell down. But in true Dusty fashion, they can't. Talk about women being emotional. These men, these dust buckets are extremely emotional. Only thing is, when they get emotional, they're not so much running their mouth. Man, someone gets hurt or sometimes it gets worse. Anyway, people, thanks for watching. So here we are on a Monday. We got a tale of 2 dust buckets. Dusty Dan, acting a fool, causing pain and drama in the land. You already know, Dusties bring drama. In some cases, they bring death and trauma. The financial implications: buy a house, by driving your truck and your 4Runner. Buy the financial implications, the attorney's fees, being locked up, money on the book, the embarrassment. It's too much dust in the nation. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell. And I hope you all had a good weekend. Please, ladies, if you like to breathe, you might want to stay dust free. I'm out.